Here comes your pre-market summary for Monday, January 23rd. Futures little change here as we come off a big rally on Friday. If you remember, we had the NASDAQ back in positive territory on the week when all was said and done. Both the S&P 500 and Dow posting negative weeks, however, still positive on the year. As a matter of fact, outside of the Dow, both the S&P and NASDAQ both positive on the year so far. 0.08 right now for the NASDAQ, 0.11 for the Dow. Basically flat right across the entire board at this point. A little more positivity. Bottom end of the board, yeah, that rally that kicked off back on Friday for Bitcoin once again extending here, 2.8% in the early going. Ethereum lagging or falling a little bit behind that. There's the S&P for you back into the range. We're just working our way, you can see, into a bit of a wedge pattern here for the S&P 500. The Q's looking a little bit stronger, in fact, this morning back to 284. They've been relatively strong since the beginning of the year. A ton of individual catalysts to deal with this morning. There's AMD trying to lead chips higher this morning so far after Barclays raising to overweight. There's also a price target increase from Barclays on NVIDIA this morning. So relative strength coming through the chip makers so far today. Wayfair, yeah, as many as 5, count them, price target increases so far this morning on W shares. That one, however, JP Morgan with the actual double upgrade on Wayfair so far this morning, going to overweight from underweight. Very rare that they go 2 levels higher. Spotify back on watch as well. They confirmed this morning they will in fact cut 6% of the workforce. Big move up so far this year for Spotify shares, higher once again here in the pre-market. Let's talk big tech. Microsoft earnings first off to come this week. India Trade Minister confirming this morning Apple's planning on moving 25% of manufacturing to India. That's up from a prior 5 to 7% estimate as far as what's coming out of China and going to India. Amazon launching, speaking of India, launching a dedicated air cargo service in India. There was rumors of this back on Friday. They confirmed it this morning. There was also a positive note from an analyst this morning, once again, for Amazon, relatively strong here in the early going. Netflix, Citigroup raising their price target as well to $3.95 from $3.15. Netflix looking pretty good so far in the early going. Yeah, interesting story out of Germany. They're targeting PayPal on some anti-competition rules over in Germany. So PayPal under a bit of pressure here. Big banks said to be looking at creating wallets to compete with the likes of PayPal and Apple Pay as well. That's from the Wall Street Journal. And oh yeah, Salesforce with a big move this morning as well. Positive note for CRM. Going to be a fun start to the week. Anyways, join us at 8:30 coming up here, guys. Make sure you grab that watch list. Use the QR code bottom of the screen right now. We'll see you shortly on TraderTV.Live.